Hi everyone, and welcome to week number 2. We have made it through week number 1, and hopefully you've read all of the reading assignments and you've watched the videos that were required. And the discussion board question, basically, many of you asked some questions about that. That was basically where you have to put a quote, a meaningful quote from each of the readings, and then answer just one of the questions that was on that discussion board post prompt. So you don't have to answer both questions, just one. And then you make the response to your peers. You only really need to respond to just one of the peers in your group. Your groups will be made up of 3 or 4 people, so only need to respond to one other peer. However, feel free to respond to more than one if you find them interesting. And also, when you're responding to your peers, you're going to be clicking on Reply to Thread, and that's where you will post your answer. One note that I want to point out, and several of you have asked a question about, is in the u.osu or Getting Started at u.osu.edu video, there is a reference to putting a Creative Commons license on your site. Please disregard that. I will change that video and take that out. But the embedding feature of that is something that you will use later when you post your group project to your website. The discussion board groups that you have are made up of 3 or 4 of your peers. When you post your discussion board post and you answer the questions, you should make sure that you finish your posting by Friday night so that your peers can read it and then respond to one other peer by Sunday night. Every week this will happen. Make sure you both have a post and a response, at least one response to a peer. You can respond to many, but you're required to have at least one response. Generally, the responses are 75 to 150 words, and the posts are about 200 to 300 words. But the post each week will ask you to take basically one quotation that is meaningful from each of the readings, but then responding to one question only. The intro videos that you did this week are very good. I watched several of them. I haven't watched all of them yet. And you as well should be watching all of your classmates' videos this week. You have from Monday until Sunday to do that. And when you see a video that you like or you see something that's interesting, go ahead and comment in that discussion board where their videos are posted. Thank you for putting them on YouTube, because that really saves disk space and downloading time and all of that. It's much easier to view that way. If you had a chance to look at my very, very brief intro video, I did that outside in the back on my table, and I made the mistake of holding my cell phone vertically when I did it, which many of you did also. So that's why I also posted a kind of humorous vertical video syndrome link. Please watch that because it's kind of interesting. Your personal profile draft was due tonight, actually, Sunday midnight, and that should be in the Dropbox. You do not need to post that yet to your u.osu.edu site. You should wait until I make comments on your first draft, which I will do by Wednesday, so that by Thursday until Sunday you have time to rewrite it and post it up to your u.osu.edu site. That is where your final grade will come from, not from a Dropbox, but you will put it directly onto your site. So on the front page of Carmen, you have these, and you're going to be clicking on your name, and you will get to the pages. And by setting up your shell, you should have a About Me page, a photo reflection page, a plagiarism project, and group project. I think the video says that the group project comes before the plagiarism project, but in reality the plagiarism project is first. So this should be the order of your menu. And don't forget that this needs to be a static web page, not a blog. And to do that, you want to go to your dashboard, and under Settings and Reading, as the video said, you want to make sure that this is a static web page, not a post up here, okay? But a static web page, and the front page should be the About Me page that you have made. Okay? Make sure after you do that, that you save it and save changes. This week also, you're going to be starting a new project, and you should read that in the content area under assignments of week 2. It's the photo reflection project. And what it involves is looking and going to a certain website and plugging in some information about some jobs that would be suitable for you, and then discussing those jobs and the suitability of what you think of them and describing them as well. And so read that carefully. Your first draft of that project is due by Sunday this week. The schedule also says to sign up for a tutorial with your instructor, that's me. However, there is really no tutorial yet. You're going to be doing a tutorial later on for the plagiarism project, and then also later on for the group project with me, but not yet for the photo reflection project. So please disregard that. And again, if you have any questions, please go ahead and post them in that discussion board, questions about the class, and you can also email me, as many of you have done. I'll be happy to respond to you. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you guys have a good week.